Okay. Let's see if it's working. Okay, we are now live. Good evening, everyone. We're back for the second week running to do 10 minutes of songwriting. Last week, it was all based on one word, and the word was postcard. And we wrote a nice little song around that, which I can't play because I'm in a really weird tuning. Although I guess I could try. Send me a postcard. Something like that, wasn't it? Anyway, you can watch back that stream. What I've been doing as well is I've actually been putting these onto YouTube as well. So you can go to my YouTube channel and you can see all the ones that I've done before. But I'm not going to do the same thing every time. I'm actually going to do something slightly different. And the first thing I'm going to do this time, instead of basing it on a single word, is I am actually going to base it on a slightly different constraint. And I'm going to have a different constraint every week as it evolves. I'm going to make it a regular Monday thing. That's the plan. Try and do it every Monday. Might be the odd Monday that I have to miss, but if then I'll just find a different day of the week to do it. I've got my cup of tea, as you've already seen. It's in the Beatles mug this week. I know it was Revolver last week. We got the classic Beatles mug here. And this week's constraint, before I put on the tomato timer, the famous tomato timer, I am actually I'm going to tell you the constraint this week, and it is going to be that I can only use one chord. That's the plan. One single chord, and I don't know what chord it's going to be. Maybe that'll be dictated by the fact that I'm in this strange tuning. But anyway, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get the timer on. Okay. So, welcome back to Tea Break Songwriting. Write that before the tea gets cold. 10 minutes. Okay. I don't think I'll ever quite get used to the fact that that's just ticking away in the background, adding that sense of pressure. So, writing a piece of music with one chord in it. Lots of different ways you could approach this, I guess. The first way is that kind of really, it's not the first way. The first thing I can think of is there's a Wagner prelude, which is just one chord. I think it's might be from Lohengrin maybe, but it's one E flat major chord all the way through, and it just kind of builds. It's a really beautiful piece of music, and you actually use lots of different melodies kind of intertwined within that, even though it's just technically one chord. It just sort of all weaves in, and I think you could do something like that. You could write a piece of music like that, and the other alternative, I guess, is that you could sort of use different scales, different modes. So let's say, for example, I'm in double drop D today. So top string and bottom string are both tuned down, and you know, putting in a different tuning can put you in a different place. It can put you in a different sort of creative mindset. But in this instance, it's calling out, and for some reason my capo is on 3, so that's an F major chord. So if I were improvising over that, I could kind of like make up a nice melody by kind of just using the notes of the F major scale. So make it even more interesting by going on to starting on something, starting on the major 7, okay, and that's kind of got a certain feel to it, hasn't it? Or you go down the route of being like you kind of Dorian. something slightly more folky with that, or in the same vein, Mixolydian. So they're all kind of slight variations on the major scale, if you like. Okay, that could be something. So let's find a lyric that would fit that. Mixolydian tends to sound a bit more bluesy, a bit more kind of like kind of pop music, I guess. And you don't actually kind of fully get that sense of the bluesiness until you get that flat 7 in there. So yeah, I still need some lyrics to fit that. Okay. Nothing left to do fits nicely over the end of that. That's a thing that I do a lot. I'll try and find something that just kind of fits the same syllables. So I just need to come up with the rest of it now. Nothing left to do. What could there be nothing left to do? It's got kind of got a confidence to it, hasn't it? This kind of. Could just be nonsense to start off with, because I could ultimately come back and redraft it. I'll just, yeah, okay. Now we need kind of like a second phrase, don't we? Now I say again, it's out of winning. Now there's nothing left to do. Okay. Now I say again, it's out of winning. Now there's nothing left to do. Say I'm getting tired of winning now, there's nothing left to do. tired of winning now. There's nothing left to do. Run something down, all the training, all the things they put me through. Interesting. Okay, what could this be about then? If there's kind of the lyrics are sort of emerging. There's definitely a confidence in it. There's like a kind of it could be someone at the top of their field. Could be someone who's just winning all the time, and it's just like, you know what, you can't stop me now, I'm winning. It's like when they say I'm getting, and they say I'm getting tired of winning now, there's nothing left to do. And they know that even with the training, and they know that after all the training, nothing gonna put me through. And that is the timer. And they say I'm getting tired of winning, and there's nothing left to do. And they're sending out, and they know it even, and they know that even with the training I can, and they know it even with the training, all the things they put me through. Okay. And they say I'm getting tired of winning, and there's nothing left to do. And they say that even with the training, all the things they put me through. And they say I'm getting tired of winning, even when, and they say I'm getting tired of winning, oh, there's nothing left to do. And they know that even with the training, all the things they put me through. So there you go. That is something. I'm not going to break the rules of the tomato timer. It has gone off. That is the end of my songwriting for today. But yeah, if you're watching this back, let me know what you think to what I've put together. What do you picture for the rest of the song? And also, if you've got an idea for something I could do to kind of put some constraints on this, then let me know. I'm going to try some interesting things over the next couple of weeks. So we've obviously just done one chord and we've explored that. Maybe I can explore some of those other scales and ideas I was working on there. Maybe I could go back to that single word idea that I did for the first week. But if you've got any ideas about what I could do, and obviously I'll shake things up a bit. I'm going to move on to different instruments and see what I can come up with. But hopefully you can see sort of some of the sort of strategies I use to write songs and to create stuff and to come up with ideas and create something out of nothing, so to speak. And yeah, I've really enjoyed this. And actually, I've forgotten to drink my tea. And it's still warm. That's a win as far as I'm concerned. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you next time.